Hello, everyone. Earlier today, I was watching Rory Jennings and some other channels doing their way too early Premier League predictions. None of the ones that I saw had Everton in any sort of real trouble. They all think that Wolves and Brentford are probably going to be collapsing and fighting with Leeds for who goes down in 18th and who can manage to stay up. I could be proven wrong in this. Moyes might pull off a miracle, but Everton's finances are kind of a mess. They can't really spend much money this season unless they sell Branthwaite. And if that happens, that lowers the quality of the squad a lot. He's in contract talks now anyway, so that can be ignored as an option. Everton's true issue is how bare the squad is. Let me go through the players that they had last season and won't be there this season. Broja is going back to Chelsea, Harrison back to Leeds, Lindstrom back to Napoli, and Orel Mangala back to Lyon. And then there's the ones whose contracts are now up. Calvert-Lewin, Decore, Ashley Young, João Virginia, and Begovic. And the ones who were out on loan last season but are now gone as well, Holgate, Krellin, and Morpay. Then if you take into account that Idrissa Gueye and Michael Keane's contracts are up in the air as well, that's either 12, 13, or 14 senior players that could be leaving the club this summer, and the only signing so far is Alcaraz, who was part of the squad last year, so it's not even a new addition. A club in financial difficulty, with a senior squad of 16 players, and to be honest, the 16 that they have, not all of them are great players. Let's go through it, position by position. For goalkeepers, there's Pickford, who is a good, solid keeper, and the backup is Harry Tyra, who is 23 and last season had a very average season in League One. The third choice keeper will be whoever it is, some sort of youth player. Right back is the position that they have the most depth in, which is O'Brien, Patterson, and a very, very aging Coleman. Right back is not an issue. They're fine at right back, which is why it confuses me that one of the rumours going around that seems to have some credibility to it is Kyle Walker to Everton. That makes no sense. Left back, on the other hand, it's on the other end of the spectrum, with only Mikolenko. That's the only senior left back they have now. They need to sign a left back because this is something that's echoed in many positions of the Everton squad. If he gets injured, there's no one. Centre backs is Branthwaite, Tarkovsky, and Keane if he signs a new contract. Branthwaite being the standout player at Everton at the moment, but only having 2 or 3 senior centre backs is an issue when the star, Branthwaite, is also someone who spends at least a month injured every season. And last season, there was only one game before November that he played more than 4 minutes. With no links to any centre backs from Everton. Again, that's scary. Centre mid options for the Toffees are Garner, Alcaraz, Irabunum, and Harrison Armstrong, who's a young player. The verdict is definitely still out on. Possibly again, Gay could sign a new contract. And if he does, it's a little bare, but it's not a glaring issue. The attacking options are where it's a complete disaster. McNeil, Ndai, Chimiti, and Beto are all of the options, both out wide and centrally. Those 4 are it. Ndai scored 9 last season. Beto scored 8. After that, it's McNeil with 4. They have no options to play out on the right. Maybe out of position McNeil. That's all they have. So let's recap what they probably need. If Keane signs a new contract, they need one more centre back. If not, then they need two. They need to sign a backup left back, that's for sure. If Gay signs a new contract, the midfield is fine. If not, then they probably need a signing to be safe from being two injuries away from a midfield of Irabunum, Armstrong, and a youth player. That would not be good. They need to sign two right wingers because they have none. And they need to sign a striker because Beto is absolutely not good enough. Bearing in mind that the only interest that we've seen from any slightly credible sources from Everton has been Jack Grealish and Kyle Walker. Compounded with the financial difficulties that they've had of late, they can probably only sign either just Grealish, Walker and one more, or neither of those, and 3 or 4 players on the cheap from either abroad or from the Championship, which could be taking a huge risk. Which, like I said before, they need to make at least 5 signings to be safe from 3 players being injured, and that being considered an injury crisis. Anyway, let's go full circle. After that brief analysis of Everton's squad, can you confidently say that they aren't going to be in a relegation battle? I can genuinely see a world where they sign Kyle Walker and get relegated because that's the worst signing that they can make. In my opinion, next season relegation is a serious, serious possibility for Everton and could be pivotal in deciding what direction they go in the future. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and as always, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time.